Five-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
Vicious. And the action is shifting now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell, taking this fight back into the ring.
Getting back to his feet, but might want to reconsider.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
Producing a trampling. He's about to become the chairman. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. And he comes in under the ropes now. Huge kick connects. McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
Good reflexes from him there. Trying for that scoop slam, but drop behind, and now
Inverted DDT connects. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Up high. Knees up. Had that telegraph, but can it be capitalized on?
Gets lifted into position.
Power slam. There's no way that didn't do some permanent damage, guys.
Ooh, one step ahead there.
oh, and we all knew that chair was going to spell trouble.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
Choosing the sledgehammer, clearly looking to do some serious destruction here. Drew anticipated that one. A well-placed calf kick there. Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee.
The go sleep GTS from Punk.
Can that finish McIntyre?
CM Punk looking. Slips out of the way.
Stop.
Sequence of reversals here. Both.
That might be all Drew needs. Cover. And a kick out. What on earth?
How do you even do that? Kicking out at one after a move like that?
And where McIntyre goes from here is unknown. Drew is accustomed to putting out so many men with that maneuver. And he re-enters into the ring.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep.
Drew is completely out of it.
Bam! Just beat down with that wrench.
Oh, so much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Just wailing away with that weapon like there's...
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Step through. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
And able to skirt around that attack.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told... He was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect. For CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a masterstroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
Hey, did you hear the thud of that sledgehammer? We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl. Drew sent right out of the ring.
Had that sledgehammer and is just daring his opponent to move first. Weapon in hand saying, I'm up in the ante.
He's looking like a steel-driving man with that hammer in hand.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Under the ropes and back into the ring. Ooh, a crushing blow from that sledgehammer.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda Vice. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Find some payback with their own reversal. A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors.
Another vicious attack to his head.
That's the kind of offense that could ruin your whole balance.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, Singh
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't gonna let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
To try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back. That didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
Hostile feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins is going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist.
Hit hard and straight into the pin.
Throws up the shoulder.
He thought he could get this thing finished fast.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania.
If this lands, it's over. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off. Holy, meet the barricade.
Into the... Unforgiving barricade.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole a bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. No, all the way down.
Risked it all and lost it all.
That's going to hurt in more ways than one. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring. Once again, Punk taking things outside. Drop kick from behind.
Ouch.
The fight is being brought right to our doorstep.
Lads, I think we need to clear out.
Rollins with a reversal.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Bang!
Oh, man.
He didn't need that eyebrow anyway. Don't know if the ref is loud enough, but this is getting close.
Oh, into the steel step. Simply no way to brace for that impact. Thrown out into the WWE Universe.
Getting away from the unwashed masses and back to ringside.
He comes back over the barricade.
WWE Universe, look out.
Things are getting very chaotic. Now he's back at ringside. And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Into the barricade. And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Quick thinking right there.
Oh, gosh, our ref getting caught in the crossfire.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Heading right out in the crowd for whatever reason.
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent.
Rollins looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Oh, now sent out into the WWE Universe.
Uppercut right on target. And the fans are definitely getting their money's worth now. Getting to be a small part of the action here.
Climbing to the top turnbuckle now. He's able to... Here we go. Wow, cross body. Just ejected from the ring.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
And he scores a reversal on Rollins.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade.
Oh, tough hit to the legs. Oh, strong impact.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Oh, God.
Using that barricade with great effect.
And he heads back into the ring.
We can see a count out here.
taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
Over the barricade and into the WWE Universe.
Got to get back to the ring to decide this one, though.
He's going up. And and CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career, and now catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety, although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp, and coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out.
Hit on CM Punk. He breaks the ref's count after one.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Rollins drops his opponent.
The stomp connects.
Did Rollins get enough of it?
Goes for the pin. Kick out. I thought it was finished off for sure.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Single leg drop kick caught him.
And he finds a way to...
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep! That spells doom for Rollins. The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins. And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back. Oh!
GTS.
Is it enough?
Punk's got the Anaconda Vice in.
Cinching in the Anaconda Vice submission.
And this hold is getting tighter and tighter.
A pure battle of wills now. Can he hold on long enough to escape the hold, or will he be forced to tap?
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders.
Go to sleep. That could end Rollins right now.
There's two. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins,
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance in WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC
10th time Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger.
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to